Guys, so we're just going to do a short little pranayama and meditation practice. So we're going to work a little bit into the Sama Vritti breath, box breath, and then we're just going to come into a short seated meditation practice. So just coming into any comfortable seated position here. So again, you can sit cross-legged, you can sit on your knees, you can sit on a bolster, you can sit on a chair, just however is comfortable. But again, as always with the pranayama practice, we want to be able to breathe deeply. So we don't want to be slouched. So again, you just need to sit in any comfortable position. So you're kind of really nice and upright. So I always sit on a little meditation cushion because I find if I sit cross-legged, I tend to slightly hunch back. So again, sometimes if you're doing pranayama practice, you don't have a cushion or something to lift you up. Sitting on your knees is good because then generally you sit up, or again sitting against a wall. So again, just however feels good. And again, we're just going to start, as always, by just kind of taking a couple of moments to arrive. So again, we just come into any comfortable position here. We close the eyes. We just have our hands resting wherever's comfortable. So again, we can have the hands on in the lap. We can have our hands on our knees. We can have a mudra, so first finger and thumb touching. We can have the palms pressing down or the palms facing up, whichever feels most comfortable. And then we're just going to start to just shift our awareness inwards. So we're just going to start by just becoming aware of the breath. So we're not going to put any intention on the breath to begin with. We're just going to start by that watching the breath and just being aware of the breath. And as we sit with the breath and just notice the breath, it just slowly starts to deepen. And then we're just going to start to come into that yogic breath or 3-part breath. So again, this is where we start to breathe into the belly or the diaphragm area. Up into the chest, up into the collarbone. So again, we're filling the whole of the lungs. And then again, we can breathe out of the diaphragm, out of the chest, and out of the collarbones. And again, we can just breathe in for that count of 6. 2 into the belly, 2 into the chest, 2 into the upper chest. And then as we exhale, we just have that slightly longer exhalation. So again, we can just breathe out for count of 8 or 10. And again, as we breathe into the yogic breath, we breathe into the front, sides, back of the diaphragm, front, sides, back of the chest, front, sides, back of the upper chest. And again, we breathe out back, sides, front, diaphragm, back, sides, front, chest. And again, back, sides, front of the upper chest. And then we're just going to start to come into that Sama Vritti breath. So again, Sama just means same. So again, this is where we start to just breathe in for 6, and then we breathe out for 6. So again, our inhalation and exhalation are equal counts, equal rhythms. And then we just start to notice, so again, at the top of the inhalation, this is that little pause before the exhalation. And at the bottom of the exhalation, there's that little pause before we inhale. We'll just take a few moments here, just being aware or noticing that pause. And then we start to extend this pause. So you know this is called kumbhaka, means pot, vessel in Sanskrit. So again, all we do is we inhale 6, we hold with full lungs for a count of 3, we exhale for 6, and then we hold with empty lungs for a count of 3. We'll just keep this rhythm going for a few breaths. And then if it feels okay, we can maybe come into full Sama Vritti breath. So this is where we breathe in 6. We hold with full lungs for a count of 6. We breathe out for 6. And again, we hold with empty lungs for a count of 6. If we get slightly agitated with holding the breath, we can stay with the 6 free count. If we're comfortable, again, we can breathe in for 6, hold for 6, out for 6. And hold for 6. And then just let go. the counting of the breath now. We just sit in this little quiet space and just keep our awareness focused inwards. And just focus on the breath. Just watch the breath. Sitting with the breath. And then we can just let go of that watching the breath. Start to shift our awareness back inwards. And take a couple of moments here. And again, we can maybe bring our hands together if we want to. Just rub the hands together. Bring those hands up to the eyes, just gently blinking into that warmth and darkness of the hands. Bringing the fingertips onto the eyelids, gently massaging out the eyelids, onto the temple, and down the sides of the jaw, to the chin. And just gently blink open those eyes.